What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. And I have a 2-hour and 20-minute trek to one of the houses that I'm managing. A lot of fun. Actually, there's 3 houses over there that I have to go to. So you'll be listening to me for 2 hours. No. We'll go over the checklist. Number 1, Mookie Betts. Number 2, Aaron Judge. No. Just go through the whole thing. This is terrible. What's up with him? I am now starting to get some money back from my Panini Prisms that I posted. I didn't post too many on eBay yet, but I got some. So I sold it for 4. Plain white envelope. My second plain white envelope. So after the stamp, and damn the man. It's crazy. I only got $3.48. So they took 52 cents from my fee. Damn the man. Oh, I gotta go over here, and then I'm gonna chill here so I don't get into an accident. And there we go, and I get in. All right, so I'm alive. I merged fine, goodly, gooder, the goodest. So, and now I gotta pay for the stamp. I don't know how much stamps are. I think they're like 50 something. I don't know. Well, we'll just round it up. So I got $3. So I spent 400 and God knows what. Right? Yeah. More. 450, 460. And now it's coming back, baby. $3. And so, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to grade some of the cards. And like I said before, I'm just waiting for any of these rookie cards to actually pop off. Heaven forbid I got a Zion. Everybody and their mother's getting a Zion. Somebody in our group got a Zion Silver. He opens up one damn pack. Oh, I don't know, I got a Silver Zion. And some other jerk that's really good. He's a jerk. But I'm happy for them. Ecstatic. Buying one pack and getting a good card. Also, I opened up Top Series 2 because I had a feeling. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. And to be honest with you, a lot of people in my group had good pack openings. You had that one, the Zion Silver. Gotta get a Jay Morant Pink Ice, but it was off-centered a decent amount, which sucks. I mean, that's a nice looking card. Everything else looked beautiful on it, but like it was so obvious. It just, you want to kick them and go, Panini, what are you doing? You bet. It's not like the 80s. Like, well, you figure out your machine, calibrate your machine a little bit better. I don't know, do something. Bunch of malarkey. So, I'm done right now talking about Panini Prism and Draft. To be honest with you, what am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, this guy's going to be good. I don't know. He's played like maybe a month and a half. I think once you have a year in, like 2018, 2017, you're better off. I think that's what you guys should be focusing on. You should be trying to sell 2018 because people looking at 2019, they will also try to buy some 2018 because eBay doesn't know what's up. Their search algorithms is sometimes funky, so you put in 2019 and 2018 shows up. It's happened to me a ton. So you might get some incidental sales from there. But I think it's a better time to buy those cards. So you know what I like. Refractors. Try to get those. Those are the cards I think are better, and will have more value. You get a better ROI. I'll use some financial talk. Financial talk with David. So I saw an article yesterday about Gary Vee, and I've spoken about him a while back, and he keeps on popping up here and there. I'm just going to talk about where I see, like, not the future, but I think what's hampering the sports card world. Even though it is thriving, it has really, if you talk to anyone outside of baseball cards or basketball cards or whatever, what people's perceptions are. It is a big, fat guy who's lazy. I'm not saying this is correct. I'm just telling you what people think and what people say. White guy, sorry. This white guy. And always trying to make out on you, trying to screw you over on a deal. And, you can't really fully trust him because he's trying to make a quick buck on you. And so that is what, when I was a kid till now, that's what people think. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what people think. Until that changes, I think that it will hamper it from becoming more mainstream, more popular. I think a bigger aspect is the gambling aspect of it. I know Gary Vee has spoken about this, but it's obvious. He's not a rocket scientist with regards to cards. That's the one thing I saw right off the bat. I said, this is gambling. People love to gamble. When I started doing the podcast, there wasn't a lot of information for people like me, but I also saw later on, hey, maybe I could do, at first I was like, I want to be a card breaker. I don't see that happening for a long time. And I just like opening up packs, to be honest with you. Would I like to make money? And wouldn't it be awesome to do that for a living? But that's a lot of work and a long way off and a ton of money to throw in. But anyway, so Gary Vee comes on the scene. He comes out with his insert sets. He comes out with his own set with Topps, and everybody's going. You have 2 points of view. If you've been following him, you know the way he is, and you're all for it. And you have other people who don't know who this guy is. This guy's coming in. He's telling you to buy Giannis and DeAndre Foxes, and you should be buying cards. And now he comes out with his own sets, buy these cards, and you're going, this guy's just the shill for the man. And the man being Topps, or he doesn't do Panini, so it's just Topps. And I could see if you don't know who he is and you don't follow him, you're thinking that. Because he comes off as somewhat brash a little bit, and he's got a ton of money, and he curses a lot, and he, talks the way he talks. But if you actually follow him, that is not his MO. Now, there was an article, and it was shared on our Facebook group. It was also on Twitter. I forgot who had it. I don't know where. Wax Pack Hero, I think, is the guy who wrote it. But he basically broke down, hey, this is what he really is all about. And it was a really good article because, truthfully, what he's about is just giving everything for free. So he gives a lot of value. He's with marketing and things like that. And he just does it for free. Nothing. The talks that he has that he charges for, because they're big corporate companies, he videotapes them. And then he gives that out for free. So everything he does for free. And he's showing you, he gives you, if you're smart enough, and actually if you just follow him and see what he does, you can sort of map out how to be successful in marketing, creating a brand, and things like that. Now, he's got an army of people working for him, so it's a little bit easier for him to do this stuff. So, but he's put in the work previously. And so I think he's the type of person that we need coming into the hobby. He's a little bit older, but he's not dry. And I think a lot of the people that are in the industry now are very dry and very, or they're, and their jokes just miss, or it's just bad jokes, or they're just too PC and nobody wants to offend anyone, and things like that. If I wasn't more so concerned about people listening with their kids, I would be more. I am more of a cursor. I say dirtier jokes. That's me. And sometimes it'll come out a little bit, but I know if I was driving my kid, and this is geared towards people my age coming back into the hobby, and what are they doing? They have their kids in the car, they're driving around. So I don't want to start F-bombing away and, you know, making sexual innuendos. Every once in a while I will. That's what she said. But, you know, that's more me. And so I think that's what's going to enable this to get bigger. Now, I don't know if Gary's trying to do some more stuff, if he's trying to do some other things. Who knows? Maybe I make a couple of moves. Maybe I make a move here, Oh, now you're making moves on the side? Sorry, Scarface. But who knows? But I think he is awesome for the hobby. And any person who's ever met him doesn't think he's a jerk. They think he's the nicest guy. He stops, he takes pictures, he gives advice. He's sending text messages to you. Sometimes he responds. He doesn't respond to any of mine because he's a big jerk. But he's trying. There's not too many multi-millionaires that are trying to connect to people one at a time. And that's what he's doing. So I think that's the type of person, and more people like that need to get involved to make this more mainstream, to blow it up, to make it even more popular. And I do think the gambling aspect will bring this even more to a high point. And breakers, I think I go back and forth with them. I think, if you're trying to invest, you're just throwing your money in the garbage. But if you're personal collecting a team, and you don't want all the other teams, and you don't want all this crap in your house, breaking is perfect. And yeah, if you have a more expensive team like the Yankees, it sucks. You won't have as many cards. But still, if you have a budget of $100, would you rather buy 5 blasters, or would you rather buy a case of something and you'll get all the base cards? You might get an autograph or 2, and there you go. And then you don't have to deal with all the other crap. Like at Top Series 2, I got stadium cards. Great. I'm so happy I have all the stadiums. They look wonderful. I don't want it. And then I feel bad for throwing it away. I can't throw away cards. And then people go, oh, just give it to me. I'll take it. I don't have time to take pictures and make money for myself. You think I'm actually going to put it in a box and ship it, cards out for free for you? Not gonna do it. But, so, I do think, though, if more people go, hey, man, this card's worth $5,000, and it becomes more prevalent. What? Why is this guy worth so much? No reason. He hasn't even played major leagues. What? And he's worth that much? All right, here's $100. I'll try that out. Let me see if I can get one. And that's how it goes. I also like the pack wars. I've seen some people do it, but in pack wars, what that is there's a couple of ways that I've seen it done, and I'm sure you can do it however you want, but you get a box of cards, you have 2 people, you split the packs evenly, and either you go pack by pack, who has the better cards, and they win all of the cards, or you open up all your packs, the last pack, you both open up, and whoever has the better pack, you take all the cards, or you just take that pack if you don't want to be too scummy, like if you're doing it with kids, because kids would get pissed off. I know I would. So there's different ways to go about it. I think that's an excellent, who wouldn't, I would watch that because it's short. You don't have to watch a whole case break, and you just go, all right, man. But if you do it with big expensive boxes, that'd be pretty cool to watch. And you just see a guy go, damn it, I just lost $500. Another guy just got all your cards. Rub it in your face. Well, that might not be nice, but you know what I mean. Try to get it more entertaining, because right now it's just, I can watch people open up packs, but truthfully, is it really fun? Is it really oh man, this is crazy? like, they need to jazz it up a bit. I don't know. Maybe I could jazz it up. I don't know. Jazz hands doesn't work too much, but I don't know. There's got to be something better. I would like it like if you see the card and then immediately they have like something on the upper right hand side. Hey, this card is, worth X amount of dollars, or is being sold on eBay, or estimated value, stuff like that. But that would take a lot of work. It would be pretty expensive. You would need somebody to really, really get in there. But yeah, so Gary Vee, I think he's a good dude. I think he's good for the hobby. The one thing everyone was saying was he went after Giannis and DeAndre Fox, and then everybody was buying them. People who didn't know anything about cards were buying them. And so the prices skyrocketed on them, which is true, but you also have the other half of the coin is they also have to actually play well. Giannis played out of his mind. He did great. He's one of the top, if not the top player in basketball. So that helps too. If he stunk, and he didn't play well, like in the playoffs he didn't play well, but at the last series, and like they have the best record in basketball. You need two signs. You need him pushing it and the player to actually perform. If the player isn't performing, then they'll just go, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He should stick to talking about whatever, marketing, sneakers, brand building, not cards. And I know also the guys who he teamed up with, they were a little bit questionable. They got caught up in the scandal a little bit. So there's that aspect as well. But he's not into the day-to-day aspect. He doesn't follow everything that goes on, nor does he care. So I just think that's the type of person. As much as we need to start focusing more on the positives, not the negatives. And I know it's hard because that PSA trimming scandal is disgusting and gross, and they really don't care. And in turn, people really don't care. So it's like, why even keep on talking about it? But to gloss over it is like being stupid as well. Hey there, dummy. That's like a, hey there, dummy move. But the more and more, someone was trying to cut into my lane. Wasn't going to happen. But yeah, I think it's just there's plenty of more positive that's going on, especially in SVA Card Collectors Group, where we talk about nonsense. Yeah, I mean, that's where it should be. I know Bernard had that interview with, I don't know his first name, Mr. Klein from ComC, and he was talking about all the positives and the community and things like that, and that's really what you should be focusing on. And it's the truth, because if you have a tight-knit group of people that you're talking to and that you're constantly, messaging and you're learning from, it's a good thing. It's really nice that you have, like we have something like Flick Chat where I can go and I can ask questions. Even, I've only been in it for a year. There's people who've been in it for a long time. Or if I want to get into something, like if I wanted to get into hockey and I go, this Russian's name's it's like 20 letters long. Is he any good? And they go, yeah or no. Get the guy who has a 10-letter last name. But like, you have a place to go to ask questions and not feel stupid. And so that is somewhat what Gary Vee is trying to do: create a community, create an environment where people could talk and share things. And that's really important, because the more people who are working on the same goal, the better and the faster you're going to get to it. It's just that simple. If you try to do everything by yourself, yeah, you might be able to do it, but it's going to take you longer. And so why be stupid? Just ask. Someone's done it before. And so that's how I got into it. Mr. Ingram, I bothered the hell out of him, and he wrote me like 3 letters, basically 3 huge essays on baseball cards and the whole nonsense, and that got me back into it, and that got me, learning and doing all that nonsense. So all right, I think I've meandered enough. Hopefully I didn't bore you like other people bore you. And he's going, Dave, I just want to know about cards. I can't talk about cards every single day. It's tough. I can't. It's hard to keep coming up with topics. It's the same stuff. Because I've talked about everything. You know, I don't package it as well as others. I always go to a Sports Card Investor because he packages it very well. You know, he makes it like, oh, look at this. This is an important thing. But I've talked about the same thing like 1,000 times. But I just throw it into a podcast. He's coming at it at a different angle with regards to more about basketball, and I think he's got better data that he uses to back it up. But I didn't need the data. I just looked at it and said, this just makes sense. But it's good to have the data because you don't want to say, yeah, it worked out. Why? I don't know. I just looked at it. I thought it made sense. You know, that typically doesn't work too well. I don't think GMs and baseball teams go, oh, I don't know. Why'd you get him? I don't know. It made sense. Why? Oh, I don't know. Did you look at the stats? No. It was common sense. So you don't want to do that. All right, I'm done jibber-jabbering. SVAcardcollectors.com. Download the Foot Chat app. They owe me a ton of money for promoting this crap. They really do. I'm going to send them a bill. Probably $10,000. And buy some cards and go broke. Later.